morning guys, it's time for our 9 a.m. kettlebell session. Today we have a little bit of a mix of some kettlebell movements and body weight, so give us a little break from being so loaded today. Yeah, happy Tuesday guys. Let's go ahead and get started and get warmed up. This week we have a little bit of a different warm-up. Last week we did our get loose. This time we're going to get our heart pumping just a little bit more than what we normally do. Let me give you just a second to get everyone logged in. Wanted to show you my cool coffee mug that I got the other day from Target. It says Hustle Juice on there. I think I'm calling out Alex and his 7 a.m. core and coffee group. You guys should all post a picture of your coolest coffee mug. The question of the day, guys, is what is something that you refuse to share? And for myself, I was an only child until I was 12. And then an oops came along. But anyways, I don't like to share anything. I try to get better at it, and it goes in ebbs and flows, but I don't like to share. So, all right, it is a couple minutes in, so hopefully you're all logged in and ready to go. We are going to start our warm-up with some high knees. We're going to go for about 30 seconds here right off the bat. In 3, 2, 1, here we go, high knees. Just trying to get our heart rates up a little bit so we're not going to have a heart attack for the wah, to get the blood flowing. Maybe you just rolled out of bed. Awesome. Keep them rocking. Let's get them a little bit higher. Last 10 seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Let's switch on over to butt kickers. Okay? Right to it. Come off my mat, that's a little loud. Awesome, keep them going. Three, 2, 1, good. All right, now that we're nice and warm already, let's get some hamstring stretch. So you're just gonna reach down, touch your toes. You can do them in place. You can kind of work yourself back and forth here. Let's hit about 5 on each side. Kobe's got a nice stretch there. Good job, bud. Awesome. Then we're going to work on our upper body for some thoracic mobility. Okay, we're going to come down to all fours. Hand's going to go behind the head. And you're going to twist down to the upper back and reach up all the way to the ceiling and try to follow your hand. Let's go 5 on each side here as well. If you want to try to incorporate your breathing, you take a big inhale on the way up and exhale as you let go, so you can just breathe into that stretch a little bit further. Awesome. We're going to go back to some dynamic movement here. We're going to do some high skips, or I like to call this one Mario Brothers. So opposite hand, opposite foot, and high skip. And 3, 2, 1. Awesome. All right, this next one is a new one. I don't think we've ever done this in our warm-up before. We're going up, over, and down, and this is a good hip workout. We're going to pretend that there's a little invisible fence here. So we're going to step over the fence, get that other leg over, and then you're gonna dive under, okay? So do that 5 times on each side. So over the fence, and then we're gonna dive back under. Try to swing that leg nice and big. Awesome. Let's come to the other side of the fence. Go the other way. This one feels good. One more. Awesome. All right. Then we have one of my favorites, primal pull-throughs. So you're gonna walk yourself out. Get up a stretch in that low back. Drag your heels and your head through at the top. And walk yourself back. We're gonna go 5. Again, at the top, try to drive your heels to the floor. And get that head through. Awesome. We got some Cossack squats. You're going to want a nice wide stance. You're going to sit that butt down to the heel. Good. You can kind of change up the stimulus here. I get a little more groin action if my toes are forward. If I can turn it up, I'll feel a little bit more hamstring. Let's go 5 on each side here. All right, awesome. Our last one is a scat push-up. So you're gonna come into a high plank position, and all we're doing is getting those shoulders worked out, okay? So you're just gonna let yourself drop. Okay. And at the bottom, you can kind of squeeze those shoulder blades together, and then push all the way through, and let your upper back round. Perfect. All right. I don't think I'm going to use this because it's noisy. That's just kind of my marker as to where to stand so you guys can see everything in the action here. So today we have a chipper, and although we see some big numbers and it's a nice long list, fear not, okay? It's called chipper for a reason, so we just take it one movement at a time. So just focus on one movement. Don't worry about what's coming up next. Just make sure you hold good movement standards throughout this, and you'll be just fine. We also kind of want to break it up into some manageable sets. So by no means do you have to hang on to your kettlebell for 100 swings before letting go. Maybe you just want to do sets of 20 or 25, okay? So it's going to be entirely up to you, but let's start covering the movements. So, like I said, off the bat, we've got 100 swings. You want to get that kettlebell right outside you, okay? You're going to reach down, pull those shoulder blades back, get nice and tight, hike it up nice and close so we don't round that low back, okay? And we're just going to go to eyeball level. If you'd like, you could go up all the way overhead today. Awesome. Then we have 90 sit-ups. If you have an ab mat at home, make sure the larger part of the mat is in the small of your back, so it's got good support. Okay, we're going to butterfly our feet. So squeeze those feet together, keep those hips open. You're going to reach all the way back and all the way forward. At the top, you want to think a nice proud chest. So again, let's not round that upper back. So nice proud chest, and let the shoulders pass the hip crease. Okay? Awesome. The next one is a reverse lunge. So again, just stepping back. Make sure you're in a good lunge position. We're not putting too much tension or pressure on the knee. So check out your angle on your lunge. Okay? Squeeze that butt to stand you up. And there it is. If you really wanted to challenge those and grab your implement of choice, hold it goblet style or suitcase style, front rack lunge style. Okay, you could definitely amp those up a little bit today. Awesome, then we've got a 70-second high plank, okay? So I'll have a stopwatch running on the screen, but I'd suggest maybe you start your own today because we might all get done at different times today. So you'd want to watch your clock for 70 seconds, high plank, okay, just right here. And you can amp this up a bit as well if you really think about kind of pulling your hips under, okay? Squeezing the quad, squeezing the butt, squeezing the core, squeezing your soul is what I always say, right? You're squeezing everything you got nice and tight. And you want to try to think about tucking those hips in, under. Awesome. Then we've got 60 step-ups. And before we begin, I'll give you guys a second to grab something. I thought about putting a stack of books together. Hopefully my couch doesn't break in two. But we've got 60 step-ups. Okay, so make sure you stand up all the way at the top and back down. Okay, perfect. And books might be nice. You can kind of adjust the height to where you feel is needed. We really just kind of want to get you to at least parallel would be fine. Okay, then we've got 50 push-ups. You can either do those from the knees. Make sure your hands are placed out wide enough so that when you come down, you can still get your chest and hips to hit the ground at the same time. And we're not doing one of these booty in the airs, okay? Or we can come from the toes, right? And hips and thighs are going to touch at the same time. Perfect. Then we've got a tall press. Now, this is meant to have 2 dumbbells or kettlebells at the same time. Once again, mine are a little bit too heavy, so I'm just going to go one at a time. But tall kneeling press just means we're on both knees. Be careful not to compensate into that low back. So, okay, keep those hips nice and stacked. And then if you have a kettlebell, make sure we're coming from this nice front rack position and we're not letting it come out here. That's a lot of tension on the wrist, okay? So that good 45-degree angle, front rack position, and press. And you're gonna come back down there every time, okay? Awesome, then another favorite movement of mine, when my abs aren't sore, my abs are sore from those lemon squeezes yesterday, guys. I can't imagine how Alex feels, and all you 7 a.m.ers for coffee and core. So, we've got 30 V-ups. You're gonna try to bring yourself together into a V at the same time as best as possible. If that's too much, okay, we can just come here. What you're focusing on is just kind of getting those shoulder blades off the floor. Or you could do a high reach as well and reach for the toes this way. Awesome, 20 jump squats. You guys still with me? We got a lot of movements today. 20 jump squats, okay? Nice air squat. You want to come from the heel, midfoot, okay? So you don't want to jump from your toes. So keep yourself centered. Nice power all the way through. And then the last one is a devil's press, otherwise known as a man maker. You might have heard that one before instead. All right, so we're going to come from, here we go, push up. Okay, you're going to jump your feet to hands just like a burpee. Oh. Squat and press. Okay, so a lot of movement in that one. Let me cover that slowly again. So you have your dumbbells. So it's all the way from the floor. Jump your feet to your hands. Clean them up to the shoulders. And finish all the way in a locked out press position overhead. Awesome. So let's take 2 to 3 minutes. Like I said, make sure you have all your gear. So you're going to need ab mat, either your kettlebell, dumbbell, and like I said, if you need to set up a box, what else? Grab your own stopwatch if you've got it, and we'll all do a 3, 2, 1 together in 2 minutes now. Grab some water or your hustle juice. All right. So, because this is a chipper, and like I said, we'll all get done at some different times here. Depending on when I get done, I'll maybe give it a couple of minutes after the fact. I'll probably do some stretches so you guys can see just a cool down that you guys can hit up afterwards, and then I'll end it for today. But go ahead and take your time to finish it today, whatever time that may be. I'm not saying that I'm going to be very fast. We'll see how this goes. Got a different, using Greg's laptop today. Got 6 of us with us today. Awesome. Good morning, guys. Thank you for joining. All right, let's hope that this one does not freeze on me today. All right. Big chipper. Let's do this, guys. Remember to break your stuff up into nice sets that you guys can control. And let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 100 swings. Good, hip hop, squeeze those glutes. Ooh. All right, all right. Who feels the forearms from yesterday, huh? Hanging onto this bell? Awesome. Let's keep those sets going nice and consistent. Stick to the game plan here. Man, I don't know why I don't always work out with pink kettlebell. This is great. All right. Once that 100's done, we're just climbing down that ladder. Keep rocking, guys. It's any consolation, my dog is dying in misery with us. I'm traveling on these sit-ups. Again, squeeze your feet together as best you can. Try to keep those in contact with the floor so those hips stay open. Touch all the way back, touch all the way forward. I do need this, so I quit sliding. There we go. Try to maintain good breathing as well here, guys. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Shouldn't have to be gasping for air quite yet. I bet you some of you guys are doing these unbroken all the way through. That's awesome. Those lemon squeezes got me. Woo! All right, reverse lunge. lunges are kind of nice on your carpet. Just slide right into them. All right, so if you're coming into the plank or already in it, stay nice and tight, think happy thoughts. If not, make sure to watch a clock or have your phone handy when you start that. Going for 70 seconds on that. Again, don't forget to breathe, guys. All right, after that plank, we're about halfway. Awesome. Find a nice rhythm on these step ups here, guys. Stand up all the way. I'm waiting for my couch to tip over, just snap in half. I don't know if you guys have seen on a lot of social media pages, people are doing like do 10, take 10, or C20, do 20. So if you've gotten tagged, hit up those push-ups and count these. Make sure you guys can see that board. After push-ups is a tall press if you're beyond me. Tall press, V-ups, jump squats, doubles press. Those knees, almost worse on the triceps. I don't know if it's the angle or what. From the knees, it's just as hard, actually. How we doing, guys? Doing good? I have no idea what number I'm on now, to be honest. I lost track. I think it's 25. Got a strobe light effect in my living room going on with my fan right now. All I see is the shadow of the strings dancing around. I wish I had some disco music on right now. I could work out to that. We got push-ups into press. Holy mackerel. My arm's gonna fall off. start on my good side. That is an awful combination right there, guys. We got this. Fight that burn. We are, oh no, did it stop? Ah! Well, if you guys had your own clock going, you're gonna have to tell me what your times were so I have a rough idea. What the heck? I'm not winning on the clock situation here lately, guys. If you're pressing with me, again, make sure to come down to that nice rack position if you've got a bell. Only a couple movements left here, guys. And they're getting smaller and smaller. I actually usually do my V-ups weighted for a little counterbalance, so I'll try this with my water bottle here. This is how I do my V-ups. I got this. Can't find my rhythm today. If you are finished, walk it off. If not, keep rocking. I'm gonna give it just a minute. I'll show a couple stretches and then I'll let you guys finish up if you're not already. All right, stretch one for the shoulders is just some thread the needle. So we kind of did this similar concept in warm up. Just come from the knees and thread that arm through. What you're looking for is try to get the back side of your shoulder to the floor if you can. Again, kind of all while trying to let that breathing come down. Let's hit up, just like we did in warm up with those inchworms. Let's get those abs for a second. Let that neck roll. Good, and the last one, you're gonna come into kind of a hurdler stretch. So one leg will be bent back, the other straight, and you're just gonna go a couple times on each side for me. So for 1, Mississippi, 2, Mississippi, 3, Mississippi into that quad, and then reach forward, same 1, Mississippi, 2, Mississippi, 3, Mississippi into that hamstring. So do that a couple times on each side as well. If you are still going at it with me, keep rocking it, guys. So, 9 a.m. and you have something to check off on your 2020 lockdown challenge already. And make sure you fill that water bottle up right away to start your hydration. Let's pick something nice and healthy for breakfast today. Feel ourselves after this nice long chipper. Awesome, and if you don't know what the 2020 challenge is already, please check out any one of our Facebook pages, Sasquatch Strength, where you're watching now, or Sasquatch Community if you're one of our members, and there is a link. It is another app called Watify Rise, and you just track your, like I said, what you're gonna eat for breakfast, staying hydrated, getting your workout in for the day, and actually right now, there's also reading a book for 10 minutes a day. So we all have some time to do that, to let ourselves wind down. So thank you so much again for joining me, guys. I'll come back at you tomorrow at 9 o'clock. See you then. Here's the workout in close-up, in case you want to take a screenshot of that for later. All right, bye guys.